Hello everybody and welcome back, where today we're taking a little detour away from our usual virtual reality programming to talk about a flat screen game that I absolutely love, that I play almost every day and that has somehow kept me engaged for an entire year. And it's been a while since I've talked about it and a lot has happened, and I'm not going to sit and recap everything that's happened in Helldivers 2, but I am going to be talking about the latest update and quickly skim through some of the highlights of the last year of the game for me, and ultimately break down how this game has made live service work for, I think, the first time for me. It's done the impossible. Arrowhead are just an incredible development team who honestly I think are unmatched in terms of their output, their quality, and their engagement with their player base. Before we tackle the Illuminate invasion of Super Earth and how incredible that has been on an update front, let's turn back time to February of last year when the game launched. I had some ideas about what Helldivers was really about, but a live service co-op shooter, honestly, didn't excite me much. I'd heard this tale 100 times before and it never goes well, but somehow this one did. With incredible co-op missions, tons of variety, a visually stunning game with some brilliant environments, tons of planets to explore and fight on, loads of enemies including 2 factions at launch, now 3, with many unit variants within each faction, hilarious friendly fire, varied objectives, optional objectives to help you in your missions, the incredibly rewarding stratagem mechanic that has been refined from the first game, tons of guns, free updates along with paid DLC that is very easily attainable through just earning credits in the game, the galaxy spanning war system, incredible blood and cloth simulation and physics, awesome haptics on PS5, and the fact that the game acts as a massive sandbox to explore and experiment in led me to spend close to 300 hours in this one since it launched early last year. It truly created a space in live service that has never really been done right for me before. Even some games that I've praised for their longevity in live service, such as Battlefield 2042, no matter what you think of that game, it was supported for 4.5 years with consistent content and updates. I praised Destiny in the past, even though it's not my type of game, for the content they put out consistently as well. And there are a couple others too, but to be honest, none of them have really done live service well until Helldivers, and the new update is just the epitome of this all. Throughout the Illuminate invasion of Super Earth, we have seen the introduction of new enemies, the incredible Illuminate soundtrack, and I've also got to say Helldivers music overall is just impeccable. We had an entire ARG online leading up to the invasion, where a satellite station went offline and we had to get it online as a community, which just was incredible for engagement and building hype. And all these things happen as if you were in the world. There's no immersion breaking here. When the Illuminate invade and Ground Zero is broken, you're there for it. It just happens. You get home from work or school, you get on and you fight the war in real time, and there's something really special about that no other game has managed to tap into in making the community feel like a cohesive fighting force. Everybody I've shown this game to has assumed that you're fighting in huge PvP or PvP battles, and the fact is you're not. Even though the scale is big, you have 4 players per mission, but the fighting feels like so much more than that because the game interlaces you and interweaves you with other information about other Helldivers fighting for planets, and shows you the progress that you're making on these planets together. And the incredible communities they've built on the Discord and Reddit, and even Twitter, lead to things like these ARGs and the invasion being taken seriously, but with a light-hearted tone that only comes with a community as good as this one. And it's a pleasure to be a part of it. On a more gameplay and technical side of things, the invasion of Super Earth has just been a masterclass in rolling out an update. We get a brand new environment, a new war bond, new enemy types that genuinely change the game and are terrifying, such as the flesh mobs, the stingrays and the leviathans, and either trying to and failing or successfully taking these down is such an awesome gameplay experience. Being straight and shooting down the fighter that's doing it is something that is unmatched, and as a VR YouTuber, I gotta say, if this was ever ported to VR, that's the only thing that would make it better. But as it is, Helldivers currently offers you the freedom to do what you want and create incredible moments that you'd only otherwise see in cutscenes. It rounds off all these changes with attention to detail as well. With the invasion of Super Earth and the glassing of Mars in the game, in the scale of the Galactic War, the devs have made sure to pay attention to these changes. For example, the tutorial used to take place on Mars, but because Mars is now essentially gone in the grand scheme of things in the war, the tutorial has now been moved for new players to undisclosed planets, and this is honestly a detail that nobody would complain about if it wasn't given any attention, but it has been, and this is why these devs are so great. In the live service world and the challenges of having to put out constant content and keep a player base engaged, it's easy to gloss over little things like this, but they don't. Speaking of which, the content that they've put in here aside from the enemies has been fantastic. The new war bonds have either had incredibly good looking cosmetics, or genuinely fun and useful additions such as the portable hell bomb that make it worth grinding for that currency, or if you can't be arsed, just paying a couple pounds to get it and supporting the devs and unlocking some new content. The environment of Super Earth is absolutely crazy as well. The mega cities that we've got on Super Earth, and some other planets that now have them too, is honestly great. This is what I'd hoped would escalate into when the original urban environments were released, and we're finally here. They're massive in scale, they look fantastic, and they feel immersive to fight in, especially with the sea forces and the civilians running around, although damn you devs for making the voteless and the civilians look so similar, because I keep shooting innocent people. It really takes me back to playing Halo 3 and Halo Reach and making a squad of Marines and trying to keep them alive. That's how it feels with the Siege troops in the new Helldivers update, especially since you can actually order them to stay put or follow you using the comms wheel. This is something that I kind of use with other players to just indicate if there's ammo nearby or to say thank you, but with the Siege troops this has really added a new layer to it. And especially holding ground in defend missions with them is fantastic, until they run into my minefields and explode. But anyway. Overall, I'm having a fantastic time with the new Helldivers update. It's truly a masterclass in how to push new content to players in an immersive way and also give them something meaningful, and it's a breath of fresh air in the live service space. As we're nearing some other releases such as the latest Battlefield entry, I'm looking forward to seeing if EA and DICE and other companies who are launching similar games can match this pace and quality of content, because honestly this is the new standard. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you been playing Helldivers? Are you usually here for the VR content and just stuck around? Thank you if so, and I hope to see you all in the next one.